said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time four-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it and getting it.
Breaks into the open. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Finds his man. It's McCutcheon. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Longhorns! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. From the gun, running back gets the give. Out across the 30, marked down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Might as well give it to him again. Still on his feet at the 45.
And a great job on the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Takes the handoff. It's Young. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Floating away. On the move, he fires. Wide open downfield. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Alabama may always be built on the run, but these days they elevate with a high-flying pass game.
And great coaches evolve, and we've seen the evolution of this Alabama offense over the last several years, and it's not just run, it's not just eat clock, it is be aggressive, attack, make big plays down the field.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Dances away to buy time. The throw. Makes the catch. It's Young. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Russell. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Turning and firing back to the right. That's risky. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Oh, and the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to be a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
This drive going to the air. Catch in the middle. It's buried. The defense wouldn't let it loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Young. Finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. On the run, it's Berry. At midfield, he's got room. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Berry. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
And the Longhorns back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Pulls and fires complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncovered.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Complete on third down. Headed to the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
You know, if you're calling quarterback sneak in that situation, you're expecting to get the first down, but up front, you've got to do a better job getting some push. No way he got that first.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Back to throw, it's Russell. Oh, they're after him. Got it in the middle, it's Adams. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Meadows. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Grabbed in the middle. It's Edwards. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Makes the catch. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field, and you saw that right there.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 50.
Right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Off the play fake. Now sliding to his left. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. Smashes it between the uprights. And wait a second, there's a flag on the field. Let's check that one out. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Sometimes on field goal block, you just want to take the win and let them kick it. The roughing the kicker penalty gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Next going for the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama!
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
And he tacks on the extra point. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Sends it back in motion. To the air. It's Croman Hope. Here's the pressure. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back.
And I love this defense being ready at the end of the half, playing the 2-minute situation beautifully. Forcing the turnover here now. A chance to break this tie, get some points. Nice execution by this defense late in the first half.
This will make the offensive coordinator's life easier, taking over first and goal at the 1. Trying to surge it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Longhorns will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Listen, you can't make every play. You can't cover everybody. But it's really nice when you get the bonus of swatting the ball down and making sure that quarterback doesn't get a completion and doesn't get a big play.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Here's a heat. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Man, that is just great awareness by the big fella up front defensively. He did a good job just reading the quarterback's eyes. He knew where he was going with the football, and he's like, wait, these interceptions, they're not just for the little fast guys. Us big guys can get it done too.
Looking to throw on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Berry. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
The Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Pulls and fires complete to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd. Turning it on. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
That's a really big completion for the offense. And look, I know they didn't get the first down, but because of it, they're now set up in 4th and very short. And if you're the head coach, you're thinking very long and hard if you're going to go for this one now because of that success you had on that play.
Down and 1, and they'll go for it. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on 4th down. Direct snap. Trying to get closer, and they knock it free. Defense has it, they're on the move. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Well, it's one thing not to get the touchdown when you get into the red zone, but to turn it over and get nothing, that can be devastating.
Yeah, you just got to know the situation, Reese. You're at least going to try and kick a field goal and take the lead at this juncture of the football game here in the second half. But down in the red zone, you just got to do a better job with ball security. That is a missed opportunity.
It's a running room. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. When you think of guys like Julio Jones.
There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown time!
Be getting a little sick and tired of the same guy beating him time and time again.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Auburn is ahead early in Jordan-Hare, but that's not exactly Bo Jackson out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 4 over BYU. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it. This one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. At the 45, on his way. Oh, a lot of touchdown Longhorns! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to the ground game on the left. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And another interception for the Crimson Tide. And Bama has a few ball hawks in this secondary. You might be putting old Hootie Ingram in the sights for his single-season interception record with 10.
Yeah, and it's hard to find DBs that are going to catch the ball consistently. When you get one, it's a nice day. But when you get two, it's a great day. You got a guy ball hawking the football, finding it, creating big plays for this defense.
To the air, it's Croman Hope. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
I love that play call, and quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking for space, it's Ferry. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Red pass, it's complete. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Touchdown, Texas! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
Lining up to add another. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Quarterback empties his backfield. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Trying to escape and get it himself. The ball's open. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40. Knocked down, but not before. He gets the first down after recovering the fumble.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Here's the handoff. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And here's the 3rd interception of the night.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Change now on 2nd and long. Quick completion to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football on 1st and 10. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And with the lead late in this football game, I expect to see more of this from this offense. And what am I telling my running back, who's already put the ball on the ground once today? 2 hands on the football. We're not fighting for all this extra yardage. Like, protect the football. We cannot put that thing on the deck.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Powers through the defender. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long. Snap it to the back. He's in open space downfield. Got the first down. Looking for more. He'll go out of bounds right at the 36-yard line, in the running game making its presence felt. The Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll give it to him again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, you got to think in his mind right now, ball security is at a premium, right? He's had a problem with that earlier in this game, but with the lead now late in the game, yards aren't as important as taking care of the football. I think he's doing a better job of that now late.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Looking for a crease, it's Berry. He gets enough for the first down. Crowd is silent, chains are moving, clock still going.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
And the Longhorns pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. Breaks into the open. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Really nice job by the running back here in the 4th quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot. Late in the game, they need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another